number 1603, representing Tucson Dance Academy, Madeline, dancing to Everybody Wants to Rule the Cat, Wants to Be a Cat, receives a gold. 1604 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Maya, dancing to Different Beat, receives a gold. 1605 from Dance Connection 2, Emerson, dancing to I Will Rest in You, receives a high gold. 1606 from Danceology, Peyton, dancing to Levels, receives a gold. 1607 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Taylor, dancing to Right Now, receives a high gold. 1608 from Dance Connection 2, Brinkley, dancing to Show Off, receives a gold. 1609 from Tucson Dance Academy, Caitlin, dancing to Babyface, receives a gold. 1610 from Yoko's Dance Performing Arts Academy, Crystal, dancing to Prayer of the Children, receives a high gold. 1611 from the Rock Center for Dance, Deanna, dancing to Bolero, receives a gold. 1612 representing Danceology, Casey, dancing to Evacuate the Dance Floor, receives a gold. 1613 from Vlad's Dance Company, JD, dancing to When She Loved Me, receives a high gold. 1614 from Danceology, Scarlett, dancing to Daylight, receives a high gold. 1615 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Riley, dancing to Silver Linings, receives a high gold. 1616 from Danceology, Kendall, dancing to Everlasting Love, receives a high gold. 1617 from Dance Connection 2, Tatum, dancing to Shop Around, receives a high gold. 1619 from Danceology, Blanche, dancing to Hold Tight, receives a high gold. 1620 from Tucson Dance Academy, Leah, dancing to I'm Cute, receives a gold. 1621 from Larkin Dance Studio, Lillian, dancing to The Show, receives a gold. 1622 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Camry, dancing to Youth, receives a high gold. 1623 from Danceology, Abby, dancing to It's Not Too Late, receives a gold.
Number 1625 from Dance Connection 2, About the Boy, receives a high gold. 1626 from Canadian Dance Company, Boy from New York City, receives a gold. 1627 from Danceology, Micaiah with Nothing Is Impossible, receives a high gold. 1628 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Move, receives a high gold. 1629 from Danceology, Gia with Car Wash, receives a gold. Number 1630 from Canadian Dance Company, Hudson with Will You Be There, receives a gold. 1631 from Danceology, Brooke with Once Upon Another Time, receives a high gold. 1632 from Larkin Dance Studio, Josie with Walk the Walk, receives a high gold. 1633 from Dance Connection 2, No Can Do, receives a high gold. 1634 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studios, Queen Bee, receives a gold. 1635 from Danceology, Kendall with Shine, receives a gold. 1636 from Canadian Dance Company, Grown, receives a gold. 1636 from the Rock Center for Dance, Alexis with Cosmos, receives a high gold. 1638 from Danceology, Regan with Twist That Frown, receives a gold. 1639 from Dance Industry Performing Arts Center, Laney and Spanish Rose, receives a high gold. 1639A from Canadian Dance Company, Please Mr. Postman, receives a high gold. Number 1640 was from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Imagine, receives a high gold. 1641 from Dance Connection 2, Sweet Samurai, receives a high gold. 1642 from Danceology, Gift of a Friend, receives a gold. 1642A from the Rock Center for Dance, Aaliyah with Whistle, receives a high gold. Number 1643 was from Canadian Dance Company, Party Time, receives a high gold. 1644 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Let It Be, receives a gold. 1645 from Danceology, Respect, receives a gold. 1646 from Vlad's Dance Company, Wink and Smile, receives a judge's pick. 1647 from Larkin Dance Studio, Odyssey, receives a high gold. 1648 from Danceology, Magic Mirror, receives a gold. 1649 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Cold Hearted Snake, receives a high gold. 1650 from Dance Connection 2, Kaboom Pow, receives a high gold. Number 1651 was from the Rock Center for Dance, Here Comes the Sun, receives a high gold. 1652 from Danceology, In Love with a Monster, receives a gold. Number 53 from Tucson Dance Academy, Ainsley, performed Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf, receiving a gold. 1654 from Murrieta Dance Project, Page with Always Love You, receives a high gold. 1655 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Unseen Vision, receives a high gold. 1656 from Danceology, Roar, receives a gold. And 1657 from Larkin Dance Studio, Glory, receives a high gold.
Number 1658 from Studio 49, Yellow Polka Dot Bikini receives a gold. 1659 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, You Better Work receives a gold. 1660 from Danceology, Love Me receives a high gold. 1661 from the Rock Center for Dance, Sand receives a high gold. 1663 from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now receives a high gold. 1664 from Danceology, Twist receives a gold. 1665 from Yoko's Dance Performing Arts Academy, Sharp Dressed Man receives a high gold. 1666 from Danceology, The Bird receives a high gold. 1667 from Studio 49, I'm a Bee receives a gold. 1669 from Hyper Squad Dance Company, Hype receives a high gold. 1670 from Danceology, Open Hands receives a high gold. 1671 from Yoko's Dance and Performing Arts Academy, Shake and Tail Feather receives a high gold. And number 1672 from Danceology, Umbrella receives a gold. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our adjudicated awards.